Kamusta guys? Okay lang mo? So it's good to be back here, mag-share, mag-speak. It's been a while. So, are we ready? Yeah. That was a good song, bro. Daig jud maski ikaw ra isa. Tama? Anyway, we forgot to send this over sa media team, but allow me to read this. So inyo gibuhat na ko ni ganina buntag. Yeah. Hopefully, this will make sense ato atanan. Since we'll be talking about influencer karon. Let me read something like a poem that I wrote this morning. We live in a time that many people think and believe that they got something to share to the world, ideas that they think everyone must also do and follow, acts that they feel they need to show to everyone, even if it's an act of stupidity, bullying, nonsense, and make sense things. In this social media and smartphone era, we tend to easily capture moments, both tragic, miraculous, amazing, inspiring, and world-sharing moments. Sadly, nowadays we see more of these tragic and uninspiring things running and showing in our tablets and phone screens. And sometimes these are shared by people who are called influencer. And the sad part is some of these things has lead to an accident, or worse is the loss of life. Is this the world we are inheriting? Or is this the kind of world we will live to our children as soon as we are gone? The world we want to live to the next generation? So what is the world all about? So this is the world we are in, a world confused between sexuality and gender. And they pass on their confusion to the younger ones and call it education, call it their sexual or gender preferences. But the fact is, it's their excuse from their own confusion and making others agree with their delusion that results to identity destruction. A world that is easily offended with anything except that they are not afraid or does not care about offending God at all. People who believe that being right is a matter of just being happy. If you are happy, then you're probably right. And if you're sad, something must be wrong. A world where morality is no longer important. As long as you love each other, show it to the world. Kiss and have sex everywhere you like. If you got pregnant and you are not ready, then have an abortion. It's your body anyway. Display your affection in the middle of the road, record it and show it on Facebook and tell the world how much you love each other. When as a matter of fact, those are just acts of lust, showing at the same time endangering the life of others because you just don't really care. All that matters to you is that you love each other as if it's love, true love. Shame that we lower down the meaning of love to having an affair and getting hooked with anyone you like and leave them when you're no longer satisfied with a body or affection. Worse is when you stop because you already got infected with a human immunodeficiency virus. It's called AIDS, HIV or AIDS. We believe the lie that if you love him, have sex with him. If you choose, it's your choice anyway. As long as you love him and her, it's totally fine. This is so wrong. Love is not lust, and lust is not love, period. Share that to you with a heavy heart because lately, ako medyo affected kayo sa mga nakitaan ko sa Facebook. Naglagot kayo kahapon kasi iloa ko ninyo. But definitely, this is the kind of world that we are living right now. Agree ba mo? Yeah, I'll try to post this on Facebook later para mabasa ninyo unsa itong gipasulti na ako diri. But I am afraid that a lot of us are still trapped in the idea that we cannot know anything about this world wrong. No, because a lot of people think nga tungod wa na naman tayo mabuhat sa kalibutan, let's just be happy and just go lucky and do something that we know that dapat atong buhaton, which is totally wrong. You have so much to give sa kalibutan, my friends. There's so much that you can offer to this world more than just being happy with yourself. You know, kita ba nimo sa palabas sa social media karon in this time, a lot of people, they just do things just because they are happy. Right? Is that how we are going to influence the world? Is that happy man ka bro, so go with it. Okay man na day, basta happy man ka, go with it. No, it's not about being happy. I'm not saying that it's not allowed to be happy here sa youth reload, my friends. It's not. That's not what I'm trying to say. The basis of our morality in our life right now is to some extent, daghang mga tao, ang ginuhuno na nila, basta lipay lang sila, okay ra. No, we base everything on our emotion. We base everything on what we feel. But that's not the basis of being morally correct. It's when you see and know who God is, that's the time you realize that when you are happy, it's when you know that God is happy. Yung pa ni John Piper, we can only be satisfied when we learn to glorify God sa atong mga kinabuhi. And a lot of times, even if how happy we are with the things that we do, nakabalo baka at the end of the day, you still feel empty. Right? You know? Yes, nakapasa lagi ka sa exam, pero what did you do? Cheat? Right? So you're no different with those atheists who say there's no morality at all. Ako ba? Remember this? No, ganina, I was just, uli ko sa balay. We are actually nag-move out namin ni Jane sa among new place. Almost 3 weeks na yata there, no? 3 weeks na. And ganina, hapit ko sa balay because I was checking some documents sa akong computer and nag-check ko kadali sa God's Not Dead. Isa nakita na God's Not Dead, katong first nga kuhan. That was good, right? Ako, di man kaya ako nakita na the whole thing, but there was a portion there, katong si Superman, gani sa una. If you're familiar with the character ng Superman, there was a character there, an old lady, who is just like, no, nasa dementia. Kita na ba mo God's Not Dead? Wala pa. Oh, how sad, parehas ta. Without that part, no, nag-scan lang ko because I know I've seen some part. And then naabot ko dito nga portion katong si Dean, may yata niyang pangalan niya. And he was there, a successful man, talking to his grandma probably, or his mother, whatever. And he said, oh, look at you, blah, blah, blah. So istorya siya nga na, no, you prayed to God, believe Him all your life. And look at you, you have dementia. No, and he was talking niya, yung atong tigulang, nagtulala lang ba, na sigang mata niya, nagnganga. And all of a sudden, ang tigulang, nikalit na siya istorya. No, a line that was so powerful. First time na ko siya nadungog sa una, wala makina ko kita, but that was the first time nadungog. Pero nga niya ang pagkastorya, bagina mo pagayo ha, anang pagkastorya nito sa tigulang, siya nga. Sometimes daw, bisayon na to, na yung mga panahon, nga itugot sa yawa, nga dili ka magsakit, dili ka magproblema, wala kay needs, kumpleto imong supply, as if kinaan na sa imong tanan. And kani nga mga butang actually is a lie. It's still, at the end of the day, naagyapon ka sa imong selda. So, even though nakabalo ka nga gipalaya na ka ni Lord, gipasaylo na kanya, himo kang comfortable gihapon ato nga lugar because you think, okay raman di gihapon nga di ko mga lagad sa Ginoo. Okay raman gihapon, wala ko'y sakit. Wala ko'y problema. Daghang kong kwarta. Ano mga lagad pa mo ko sa Ginoo? It's a comfortable zone. We're in at the time. But you don't realize it's a trap. It's a trap that tells you don't really have to go to God. And when one day you realize na kailangan na ni mumudul kay Lord, it will be too late kaya nasirado na ang gate. And then all of a sudden is nakamata ang tigulang ningon siya nga, who are you again? Ano gani? Marag snapshot na sa storya ba? If you have seen this, please look at that again. That was a very powerful line. English man gud to, wala gitry na ko og decode pero marag nalangan na man gud. But it's the same thing with a lot of us here. We're still enjoying our life. We call ourselves the salt of the world. Sakit man ta sa mata. Realize ba niyo na? Kisay nakatesting diri nga nabutangan og asin imong mata. Dili lalim, sakit. No, para arang-arang na lang na sa dagat, no? Langoy-langoy ka, nyambutang og asin mo tubig sa dagat imong mata murag maulian da dayon. Pero imagine nimo na ba asin jud ba kanang asin iana sa imong mata? What do you think? Ingana naghitabo sa gargar mga Kristiyano karon, asin sila pero sakit sila sa mata. Are you getting what I'm trying to say here? Sakit kay ka sa mata. Kristiyano lagi ka, pero sakit ka sa mata. Ano man? Because you are no different than the world. Because you are no different than other people. You claim to be a Christian, pero sakit kay ka sa mata. Same thing. Sakit ba sa mata pag anaon po kag suga? Testing na mo, ana. Ngit-ngit. Inaon sa inyong mata ang suga. Mao po na. Kahayag lagi ka sa kalibutan, pero sakit ka sa mata. Instead na magtudlo ka dito sa dalan, tudlo ka dito sa agianan, ginaanak ni mo sa nawong sa mga tao. Which is not really good. We have used our identity as Christians, as salt and light, the wrong way. And as a matter of fact, we have led more people to sin, to go directly to their sin, rather than direct them to Christ. You're listening to me. We are influencers. But the question is, what kind of influence are you bringing sa imong mga classmates, sa imong mga silingan? What kind of approach do you deliver sa ilaha to help them understand that the kind of life that they are living is something na dapat nilang i-question? Right? How many here believe that you can do something about what's happening in the world today? Who among you believe that greater is he that is in the world than he that is in you? Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And if you believe those things, then let's use it properly. Use it in a way that we bless people and we influence people and we bring them to Christ rather than mahimo kang sakit kay sa mata. Ingnan mo katapad, dapat dili ka mahimong sakit sa mata. Suga lagi ka pero sakit kay ka sa mata, no? Dili man tungod kay sobra kay kakahayag, di naman gud madrawing ang imong porma. No? Kasi na-try din, nag-appeal mo ka ng iba na mga conference, no? Kina sa mga G12 conference niya. May follow spot, no? Kaning follow spot controller po, di po kayo po iharap po, maski asar po na ihanap po ang kuan, matunong sa imuha. Mura po kag ka ng, ay, mabuta. No, tepa. Kuya, suga, di may kita. Oh. Di ba ang suga dapat maghatag og ka? Kuan kalinaw o kanang direksyon, nganong nabuta naman inuon. No? Tanaw pa gud ang imong kaugalingon karon. Kung tanawon kasi imong classmate, mabuta sila o makakita sila. Think about it. This is a question for all of us. If your neighbor will see you right now and look at you, they would say, "Oh, tepa. Sorry. No, ana, mura mo gutag concert ani god kay no, siga palong nga itong mga kinabuhi ba." No, na-joke diri unsa daw klase nga light ka? Unsa ka traffic light, Christmas light. No? Ang ubang mga tao kay murag Christmas light ang ilang kinabuhi. Musiga lang sila pag December. Napuyuban pod ang ilang kinabuhi, mura pog traffic light. Stop, ready, go. Stop, ready, go. Didyo dugay kay maabot. Naagyapon ka padayon pero stop, ready, go. Dili day stop, ready, go, slow down day no. Hinay. Wala. Do you believe that God can use you mighty in a way that you could have never imagined sa imong life? Maybe for some of you would say, how? I'm too dumb. Good. I look foolish. Good. No? Say all those disqualifications that you have before God. And God will tell you, that's good. You are qualified. Because it's not about your qualification. It's what He has done on the cross on your behalf that qualifies you. That's why there's a saying, I think by Pastor Cesar Castellanos, God qualifies whom He called. Do you believe that you are called? So, looking at this picture, the uses of soul. But before that, let's open Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. I think most of you are familiar with this verse already, but let's talk about Jesus describing the image or the idea of who are the kinsa ang mga Kristiyano. And He was describing to His disciples, you are the salt and the light. Say that again, salt and the light. it's a very interesting thing. Kay makita nimo ba nga, ang light ug salt, gi-combine lagi ni Lord nila. No? Very odd kaysa kung tanawon nimo ba. Okay lang ta, you are the salt in the water. No? Pero at this time, ibutang niya diri, you are the light in the salt, or the salt in the light. Marag duha ka butang nga medyo complicated siya kung ibutang nimo silang duha. Right? Kasi familiar diri sa ginatawag nato og Himalayan salt. Kisa taas ang kamot. Unsay color sa Himalayan salt? Most of the time, unsa? Pink. Did you know that when you combine light in the Himalayan salt, it can produces something that is good for your body? Pero naman kadung ano? Mo na mga Himalayan salt, dili na sila moabot sa ikuan nga gagmay ng presa ng asin. Actually, kailangan pa na sila i-ground into small pieces para makaproduce kag kanang natawag na tog small pebbles of Himalayan salt. And the Himalayan salts are too expensive. Not that too expensive. Expensive, but at the same time, very clean. Kaya karon man God, dili na limpyo ang mga ginatawag nato og mga sea salt. Kabalo ba mo ana? If you're using sea salt sa inyong balay, ulis din na ninyo na sa og rock salt. Anything. Ano man, kaya karon man God, ang dagat, daghan na kay particles of plastic na magmix diya. So when you dry it up, you're actually eating to you plastics in your body. So, say this to your neighbor again. You are the salt. Kabalo mo sa USA, naigitawag nga lugar dito sa ilaha or grupo sila na tawag is salt. Familiar mo ng salt? Napoy movie ana si Angelina Jolie. Salt. Itong spy siya, no? Salt is like strategic arms for blah, blah, blah. Ana nga, strategic armies. Anyway, salt. There are three things that so far that's very... I know this is familiar for all of us, uses of salt. And number one is that a salt is used for preservatives. Right? Sa una, wala pa may ref. Tama? Wala pa may ginatawag na kanang pwede na to i-apply to, to create a preservative. So, in the early times, people discovered that ang salt is a good way of, ginatawag nila og as a preservative, as a preservative, I should say. And it creates a what do you call this? A effect that a meat can last 100 pila ka years without even affecting its taste. Mo na yung mga ginatawag ng mga meat nga galami kay siya gitawag nila og kanang mga dry salt nga mga meat nga pag imo na siyang i-process tanggalon to nimo to mga skin nga nahimo sa naapektuhan sa salt, and when you barbecue it tastes very good, and the meat melts in your mouth. Kasi ganahan na kanang mukaon kag meat niya mahilis sa imong dila. Gutuman na no, Ate Joy, andam ni Ate Joy, mahurot dyan na yung pagkaon niya. It creates a preservative effect. Now, the Bible tells us the believers or the disciples of Jesus are the salt of the earth. Now, look at this. The world right now is still being preserved because there are still people who believes in Jesus, that continues to live according to His precepts, according to His plan, and commands sila mga kinabuhi. You know why Sodom and Gomorrah was being burned down by fire? Because the salt was gone. And who was expected to be the salt in that place? It was the nephew of Abraham, and his name is Lot. It was expected at that moment when they departed from each other, and Lot chose to be in that plain land where he saw the abundance of the grass na pwede niya mahatag sa iyang mga cattle, but he did not become the salt. He was consumed. Instead, nahimo siyang sakit sa mata. People were not even pleased with him. You can read that in the passage in the book of Genesis wherein ingon ang mga tao, who appointed you to become king or become leader over our lives? Ana ilang respond, di ba? Lain kayo, no? Kung tanawon nimo ang sitwasyon ba, expected unta nga mag-create og influence si Lot sa Sodom and Gomorrah, but he did not do his part. As a matter of fact, wala na disciple ang iyang mga anak o iyang misis nga to a point katong ipangita sa mga angels, the angel of the Lord, ang iyang mga anak ang banhunon asa dakitan tuwa dito naglatagaw. Di ba yun mutuo sa iya, nagbugal-bugal naman siguro ni si Lot, sa ingon nga paulan na nagkalayo ni atong city nga kahayag man sa adlaw ron. Look at this, no? Ang pangutana mo God is, if you are truly a preservative that creates that protects the people around you, no? Can you see ang mga tao nag-change or are still the same? Pagsulod nimo sa classroom, pag-eskwela nimo, pag human nimo sa imuhang school year, nabay kabag-uhan nga nakitaan sa sulod sa imuhang community? Hello? This is the last Friday for this June. No? This is my birthday month and I'm gonna speak really smooth. Speaking yammers. Bitaw, akong ginauno na, manggod. Youth Reload has been existing for pila lang ka years? Kung buot yun naon, kung wala pa siya gi-recognize nga youth service, pamagunin sa una, God. You know, I can remember, nag-start pa lang ang Youth Reload sa una, Sunday man siya afternoon. Wala pa man tayo process at the time. So, ang inabuhat na mo alternate, na may basketball this week, and then the coming week, na may youth service. Nya, ang youth service na mo sa una, dili para sa ingani. Babad jud sa presensya ni Lord. Hilakay mo diha, walay walihay panagsa. Mahuman kasigaran, alas 7 na sa gabi, usugod na mga alas 3, let's say, nga na, mahuman, alas 7. Alagi, babad jud, hilakay, natawag si Ginoo, Lord. Then there, can you imagine, there was just like 70 people at that time. No, 30 people at that time. And later on, God blesses this community and it begins to grow and grow and grow until Youth Reload was born. And it was decided to be released, to be named as Youth Reload. And out of that, ang Youth to the Nations was birthed out also. Actually, nauna ang Youth to the Nation bago ang Youth Reload, kung tanawin mo ang ihang flow niya. But again, what happened during that time is that the influence of the people began to grow. And people from different communities are being touched by one another. Isa sa mga example din is, na yung mga taong na-win, yung mga classmates, from different schools. And particularly at the time, kusog kayo ang species nga time at the time. Kasi may mga taga-species din. Wala. Pastor Bal, Pastor Mika, there is Pastor Umbeng Malayaw, both of them. And amazingly, these people were touched by God because there is this one lady who was willing to open a cell group sa sulod sa ilang campus, despite of the fact nga ang school nila is really, really strict. She did not allow this, and then invite sila dire. And then later on, look at this. These people right now who have been serving as network leaders are once just like you guys. Even Ate Chem, who is our missionary in Laos right now, is just working in the campus at the time. But now she's in the world, blessing the nation of Laos. And a few of us actually from the team here sa Buhangin, me, my wife, Gab, Ate Merlin, Army Love, Jam, Ate Emma, Ate Juvie, will be going to Laos this coming July 20 to 27 to do something to bless that nation in the school na asa nag-serve si Ate Chem. What I'm trying to point out sa inyo today, guys, is that as long as we are willing to make ourselves available before God, He can use our life as a preservative to save a group of people. Some of your classmates right now could have been dead if you have not reached out to them. Some of your neighbors right now could have been gone right now if you have not reached out to them. The question is, unsa man ang dapat akong buhaton para mas mahimo pa jud kong effective? Then the second use of salt is add some taste. Too much salt. Ano po'y lami? Create the balance, I should say, when you look at this context. Not in a context nga ang balance is kanang parehas sa ginatuuhan sa mga Chinese nga yin-yang, ha? Dili na yung ana, ha? Sawat mo yin-yang. Balance, Dapat ang evil sa gulang gamay o goodness. Ang goodness sa gulang gamay na og evil. Ana man ang yin-yang. Ako nito, muna ko ikaw tuo kag kana Kana mga bracelet, kana mga lucky charm, gi-bless kunuha sa mga kuan. Palihog lang pakitanggal kay dili blessing ang gidalaan na tunglo sa imong kinabuhi ang dalaan na. It creates balance for you and me. And if we don't take that responsibility, believe me, what will happen is, as a Christian, I'm not saying, no, sige, mag-create ng balance diri. Sige, pagbuhat mong daotan diya, niya kami, magbinuutan mi diri. Dili sa ingana. Not suggesting that kind of stuff nga, o sige, na ay mga organization nga daotan, kami pod buutan. Balance. Dili na mao. Are you getting this? No? Tama, na ako na-remember ba? One time, nagluto mi og sabaw, banto ko mga friends nga mga young people diri sa BCC sa una. Isugo siya, nagluto og kuan, tinula. So man niya bantayan na sobraan man niya og butag asin. Ang una ni tilaw na Pastor Lagat man. Tilaw ni Pastor Lagat. Mura manig dagat. Kapalit gud mig saging go, dali saging. But anyway, sometimes ang ato mga kinabuhi dili na siya nag-create og balance ba. When people see you, mura nagwala. Hello? Mangutan ako sa inyo ha. If your classmate will see you, napa sila conviction nga mali sila? Appeal mong appeal. Di tao parehas tatablan no balance. No. That's what I'm trying to say about balance. Balance says that people, when they grow near you, when you talk, when you speak, they knew something in them needs to be correct, needs to be addressed, needs to be aligned before the Word of God. And the more nga magsigag-uban sila, the more ka nga magsig-engage sila, you're influencing those truths sila, not even mentioning a word, but probably just by sharing your life with them, you realize, these people realize, wala, dapat yun ko mabinutan. One of the things that I've done before, some of you know that I played rugby, pero karon nag-undang na ko. Some of my friends did not know that I am a pastor. Later on na lang ninanibalaan ka ito, nagdula mi sa Cebu, niduol tong isa na ako taga Cebu nga player, Cebu Dragons, duol sa sabi, hey Butch, English mo gani sila pag makainom, hawd na kayo mga-English ba? Hey Butch, what really are you? Tao, alangan, storya. I mean, bro, seriously, what really are you? I scroll at your Facebook account and saw these things. Uy, nag-stalk, likas ko I did not ask him to do that. Because there was this first time that we encountered each other sa Cagayan de Oro. That was the first time that we had a brawl. Brawl tawag, Iduol sa sakwa, nagdala siya og kanang dako kay nga baso niya, puno og beer. Iduol sa sakwa, hey bro, sorry, I don't drink. Surprise siya, kaysa culture sa rugby, it's always a partner to have a drink of alcohol after the game. And it's first time nga nay tao nga dako kayong tao, murag palahubog og lawas, ni deny sa iha og inom. No. Because when you see rugby players like the regional one, they're big and they really love to drink alcohol. No, I don't drink. And I said, I'm confused. Bro, drink. No, sorry, bro, I don't. So, medyo nagkuhan siya ba? 3 times siya, ko, no, it's part of the principle that I live, bro. Siya, okay. Are you sick? Are you sick? Are you some kind of, no, I'm not. I'm totally fine. Okay. So that time, na-curious siya sa ako, because I was not that kind of person that I speak with people and speak mga hugaw ng mga pulong, no? PI diri, F dito, ana. Wala, I was just really cool. I'm just in the side. Niya ako itaghurot sa ilang ilang pulutan. Wala, inom ko apil, na ako ilang pulutan. Pati nga sa, Butch, sorry guys, I don't drink. So I eat your pulutan. Order na po sila. And then, kato sa Cebu, bro, I didn't know. So what are you? And I said, you know what, bro, I would like to be honest with you. I'm a youth pastor. That's why. Si kalit mo, di ka nag-inom, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what, I do this not just because I play rugby, because I love the people here. You know what, that time, it creates an impact sa iyang kinabuhi that he has never realized sa iyang life before. By simply living as a light and as a soul. No, ano mo siya, ang culture mo sa rugby mo is very, very hard. Mag-isip na imong kilay, mabali na imong ilong, mabali na imong klabikel, moingon lang yapon kasi imong kontra, good job. Di ba? No, pilaan na ka, thank you, nice tackle, wala pa jud ka. No? Because there is this culture where people are not allowed to entertain that word hurt. Pain was not an excuse, but hurt is something that we choose to put aside because it's not part of the game. What I'm trying to say sa inyo ha, dagan sa tuwa diri na hurt ta sa atong mga classmate. Manang di na ta mag-share sa ilaha. Na hurt ta sa atong teacher, manang di na ta makigstorya. May na lang maabsinta si Ma'am Ron, ana atong ginabuhat. And it's crazy that we call ourselves as influencers. Kabalo ba ka nga in simple way naka-influence na kagdagang tao? For example, katong wala pa kay Lord, paingon mo, bay, duta ta. Oh, sige. Duta mo. Karon nahimo na kang Kristiyano, nibiya na ka, unsa ingon sa mga kauban, ikaw ba nagdala sa muwa diri ha, nya karon ikay mo biya. Tama dili. Bisyo, inom, sigarilyo. It didn't happen just because a cigarette fell on your face. And, no, I like it. Dili say nga na. You tried it. You went with people who knows how to smoke and you tried. Pati lang mo daw na ba? Anak pa kasugod. Sabi na, siyuyap nung gyap balik. And later on, you start with one, then you find yourself smoking 1 pack a day. It did not happen just because you just happened. No, because of an influence. You did not become a drunkard just because a pitcher of alcohol fell on your face and you begin to drink it all day long and you realize, now I'm a drunkard. No. No? Sa lain pa nga term, sa hugaw pa nga pulong, palaigit. Pero na mo ana ang mga term, no? Lain kita naon ba, no? Ikaw tawagon ka, tawag palaigit kinabay. No? Ako mawamsa na siya. Ay maoday kusog day mo inom. No? Labay ang mga tao nga mahilig ka mo inom og kanang bahal gani, kanang coconut wine. Pag storyahon nimo, may Lord, tabangin ko Lord. No? Ang baho kayo. Very foul ang smell. You can smell the spirit of alcohol in that life. Ang question is, kanina nahitabo ba ni sa tanan just because nahitabo lang? No, somebody influenced you. Somebody who is brave enough to challenge you and you bow. Somebody who you think is better than you and you bow and you yield. And all of a sudden you wake up one day, you're already a slave to these things. Cheating does not happen just because you like to cheat. Wala ka nag-study. No. Somebody influenced you to do it. Share your blessing, bro. Wow, share your blessing. Ano sana imong blessing ang kuan cheating? It happened to me one time. I was really tired. PE man ko. PE man ako ang major. I was really tired. The next day, namin long quiz. Yellow paper back to back. Yung mga explanation, essay, i-describe nimo. Step 1, mo ni imong ala gani. And then one day, one of my classmates say, Butch, share your blessing. Nakuan ko ba? Nagkuan ko na, blessing? Magkita study niya, blessing? Sige, gusto ka. Tablat ano ha? Yan ako siya, bro, I rather fail on the exam rather than copy sa mo. Oh, cheap, pan jud ka ba? Laog jud ka, laog. No? Wow. No sana laog na kuha ni Ron, anak ko siya laog na day kuha ni Ron. We do it jokingly lang God. Dili mi wala mi na hurt anak. Basta pag joke lang anak ko siya. Grabe po ka brother. Kasi lain jud kay God, di ka pa sundog. Mura matag bright jud kayo anak ko siya. Mura jud bright jud kay tanong, mura tag study sa dili jud laog jud ka laog. Confused ka ba? Anak ko, no, I'm not gonna yield to your whining nimo. All I care is that I'll just do it. I'll just be honest. Kung bagsak ko, it's my fault. Nakuha ninyo? Guys, this world will drag you down. This world is gonna pull you to the expense of your faith. It's not gonna be easy on you. It's not gonna be nice to you. Okay, di na juday ka mo surrender. Bye-bye. No. It's not gonna give up on you. It's not going to take you for granted. It will fight you to hell. And if you are not ready, and if you are not equipped, and if nobody's equipping you, nobody's mentoring you, you will yield to this world and become like this world. And remember what Jesus said, being a friend to this world is an enemy with God. Are you ready to be called an enemy of God? You were once an enemy of God. But because of Jesus' death on the cross, you were saved. And now you are called sons and daughters of God, children of God. Do not allow yourself na tawagon na po kaugunsa, enemy of God. As a matter of fact, Paul said, enemy of the cross. I know some of you are still young. You have many concerns in life. You have many things na gusto nimo buhaton sa imong kinabuhi. But you know what? God did not look at that as a qualification. He looked at the qualification is, are you willing to obey? Think about this. Ikaw, mga tanan ko sa imo ha. Hantod asa man tama ng extent sa imong obedience kay Lord. Pag okay lang tanan. Ana, pag ang adlaw hayag kay sa imuhang. Ana lang ba? You know what I do, my wife can be a testimony with this one. Karon na namin nag-move out na mo, just like I said. Sa balay magud namo dati, di kay ko kabaylo og tugtog kanta because I really love to sing when I'm alone. Pag na ako sa balay, gitara ra na ako ginagunitan nga na. Pero katong dito mi sa pikas, ang sinahog atubang computer. Ay nako, computer na sana ako. Gusto ko makanta pero di ko na ako mabuhat ba. So when we move out, you know what? We are not in a way that we can say blessed kami in a way sa finances nga area. We are growing, we are learning how to really overcome some of these things. And sometimes, you know, you have that desire. Kasi dili sa imo tinud-anay jud ang imong dinguha nga mga lagad kay Lord. Itaas ang kamot. But somehow na mga butang sa imong palibot nga nagakuha sa imong affection, right? Like, Lord, gusto mo ko mga lagad sa imo, Lord, pero lisod man ang exam, Lord. Tama, dili. Lord, gusto ko mga lagad sa imo, pero wa may kwarta, Lord. Tama? And then, I allow this situation. But then, I always I have teach myself for a long time that I respond to who God is sa akong life rather than unsang nasa akong palibot. I've taught myself that sa akong life, sa akong walk with the Lord. So those times, I just grab my guitar, sit down, read the scripture. Sometimes I really don't do, actually, wala kay ko nagasulat, but I just read and then allow God to speak sa ko. And then all of a sudden, I just grab my guitar and just sing to Him. Sing, spontaneously. I don't sing line-ups. Nagasing lang kong line-up pag nako diri sa stage. Masking lagi ko sa stage, wala ko line-up, kaya panagsa. Pag ingon nila, kasi mag-lead ka ron si Kuya Butch, unsay line-up, a singing bee. Wala mo ano singing bee? Okay, guess di mo unsa ang next nga song. Sino nga song? Find the lyrics and Google. Ano na yun? Ito. So lately, not to brag, but I wrote 3 songs this week and just expressing, and I'm excited to share it to the community most probably this coming month. It is just an expression, mga Lord. Ang isa sa mga lines mo, God, share na ko sa inyo. Ha? Because I want you guys to be in response to who God is, not to what the world tells you who you are. Ang title ani walay pagkapakyas. Daw naman pakyas. Diraw. Murag ang this nga time I was talking to myself. Like I wrote this song, murag gibutang na ako akong kagalingon sa bangko and I was talking to myself. Mo ni ako gisulti sa akong kagalingon. Buutan siya. Di kaniya pasagdan, pagsalig lang kaniya. Gamhanan siya, nakita niya ang kahimtang mo ay kabalaka. Dili kaniya kalimtan. Matinumanon siya sa tanan. Salig lang ayaw kahadlok. Igsuon ko, nasayod ta, nga wala imposible kaniya. Nagatuman siya sa iyang mga saad, dili kaniya talikdan o dili kaniya biyaan. Hawid lang sa iyang mga pulong, igsuon ko, nasayod ta, pagkatahom sa plano niya kanimo. Maayos siya sa tanang mga adlaw, wala siya pagkabag-o, ug mahigmugmaon siya. God is good. And this is not just like a line nga kanang, God is good, kanang insulto in your restaurant, all the time, God is good. No? Na-remember yun ako si Lalay na nasa gisulti, no, naglisod na yun, Galisud. All the time, Galisud, Loya. Oh Lord, dili. You know, ang influence man go, dili siya mag-stop sa season nga buutan lang si Lord sa imong kinabuhi. Ang influence dili siya mag-stop to extent nga kanang lipay kayo ka, no, everything around you is fine. Hey bro, libre na ko bro. Tara mga ta sa penong, sit all you can, whatever, Jollibee, whatever, you know, gabi kay kaka-abundance. Para nga time ba, it's easy to influence people at that season. But it's hard to influence people when you have nothing. Proverbs tells us a very important thing. Rich people have many friends, but poor people are being despised by their friends. May balaan mo ba kung tinuod ka nga naka-influence? Because sa panahon nga wala ka, ang tinuod nimo nga mga tao nga imuha na influensyahan, magpabilin diya sa imuha. Na ang pangutana, sama sa kanta nimo ganina, kung ikaw na lang isa, naba kay moduyog sa imuha, bro, di ba? Remember na po ko itong tawanan na gusto ko sana mapag-isa pero wala akong kasama. Naglagot yung kwato sa yaba. Nag-share na po na sa ganinang buntag, naglagot na po ko sa motor. Minsan, gusto ko pong magpag-isa pero wala akong kasama. gusto mo pag-isa pero wala kasama. Nonsense. Nga na, kabalo ba mo katong katawahan na to, influencer to? Kabalo ba mo? Oh, good. Dagang biya kay mga influencer diri sa Davao, even Digos. No? I pray nga ang influence na to ba, mahimo siyang so infectious. Nga mahitawag siya pareha sa influenza virus. Remember mo sa influenza virus, no? Nga matapadan ato, takdan na yun. Ang problema magud sa to ang atong matabadan, mabackslide man gud dayon. Delikado na ba? Balik ko na ako, ang asin nindot kay sa gamiton, pangpalasa, no, pagdugang o preservative. Ayaw lang jud sa ibutang sa mata. The moment ibutang nimo sa imong mata, wa na. When I say ayaw ibutang sa mata, I'm just saying about the importance of really going to the heart of people. We're not about people. We are not reaching out to people because we want them to, to follow us, but we want them to understand who they are in God. And lastly, sa old nga time, ang salt ginagamit siya for cleansing. Cleansing, no? Ginagamit cleansing sa ngipon, no? Wala kay toothpaste, unsay mong gamit? Asin, no? Tanggal ang bibi. These are very important things, not just in the mouth, but also what? In your body. You know, some people use salt to do some scrubs silang lawas to cleanse their body. Right? Kasi nagagamit na girls, nagagamit mo na, no? Paglugod, asin gamiton. No, lalaki na, uy, pwede na din asin, brad. Pahit na din asin. No, inabutang sa ilok. Agay! No? Kasi nakatry din sa inyo sa una nga kanang, no, gigamit ang asin sa inyong mama, gipaluhod mo. Ay, marag kami lang, yatang merian, yata nakaabot, eh. Wala, kasi taas ng gamot, gipaluhod mo sa asin. O sige, buhat ninyo. Ibutangan ninyo tubig, no? Marunong kayo mo ba? Ganaan yung tubig, oh, para mailis. Ang uban, kaginahin nagkaon. Ingon ni Merian. Si Merian nag-ingon, ano yung gibuhat? Matingala, asang asin? Kulot na. No. Kutisting mi ana munggos. No? Kana jud di na asin na karon di kani munggos. Ang kulba sa munggos sa kadugay nga gibutang sa imong tuhod na imo nang tawgi. Delikado. Double tawgi na. You know, guys, you are used to clean the world. You are used to what? To preserve it. Not in a way preserve it for who it is, but to bring about the beauty that God designed it to be. You are that influencer. You are that salt. And lastly, the light. The light is what we call the guide. It guides people to the direction. Dili nimo ibutang ang light sa naong sa tao. Kita ka? No. No? Dili siya nga but to point them to the right direction. Guys, this is not a competition about kinsang pinakahayag. The church right now is in a competition kung kinsa ang pinakahayag. And that's a sad thing because the devil has put that lie in them. Mas kuyaw jud may mudaig.
Wow, mas kuyaw, dyan may manayaw. Oh, kuyaw, among wali dito. No? Ana, pasigaay na lang. No? Pahawday na lang. Mo na, nahitabo. Instead, ang kalibutan ng atong daugon, ang atong ginapildi, permenti, ang atong silingan ng simbahan. God, look. God, look. There's no competition between you and me, my friends. Hello? There's no competition between you and me. Either with the other church, there's no competition. Naalay competition pag dili na si Jesus ang ilang ginasangyaw. Pareha sa nang silingan na to diya sa airport. Bitaw, this is not a joke because this is the reality. A lot of people are now claiming that they are the Son of God. And you know what is that? That's a sign that Jesus is about to come. Are you listening? Look at your life right now. Consider it. Whether you are going through hardship, you're going through pain, you're going to success in life, consider everything as pure joy because there is an opportunity for you to shine. Shine, no? Ang last, ang part, sa verse, mentioned din ana siya, and who would light up a lamp and then hide it in an obscure place? Instead, place where everyone in the house can benefit from its light. So, don't hide your light. Let it shine brightly before others. So the commendable things you do will shine as a light upon them. And then they will give the praise to the your Father in heaven. When was the last time people thank you for your life? When was the last time? They just said sa imo, bro, salamat kay bro. Kung wala ko nimo gi-sharean sa word ni Lord, wala jud ko karon. When was the last time you heard that? 3 years ago, 5 years ago? I pray that this year you have at least 2 or 3 people that will end this year and say sa imo, bro, thank you for sharing the gospel sa ko. Thank you for letting me know that I need God. Kuha ninyo? That's how you influence. Ayaw mo pag-influence, kuyaw din muna, dali mo sa stage. Guys, remember, kami na mo pa kayo ha? Kato mga nag-desire, nga mahimo mo, unsa ba mo, famous, whatever. This is only 10%. Ingong panibaron, guys, sir, 10% lang ang talent. 90% ang karakter. It's the same thing applied here. If you want to make history with God, 10% ang stage, 90% sulod sa inyong balay. 90% sulod sa inyong balay. No. Ako personally, pag nagasaka ko rin, nag-lead, nag-awali, whatever, it scares me. Because I know my influence is seen inside the house. Wherever I am, my influence is affected. Naroon na ako'y wife. How am I going to reflect what I say here? I am accountable to what I say here. Nakuha na to? Some of us does not have any accountability at all. Muna okay ra sa tuwa, pabagdoy-bagdoy, wala bitay nakita. Kalimot ka, na duha ka mata dito, dako kayo, nakita sa imo. Matas Ginoo. And it's something that all of us should be scared. Are you responsible with your faith? Are you that person who is called in Acts chapter 1 verse 8, the witnesses of God? Kabalo mo sa reason nga nung na Holy Spirit sa imong ginabuhi? Hello? The Holy Spirit in your life is not just to make you jump, cry, ligid, tulo sipo. No, it's not. Those are nonsense, actually, kung tanawon na nimo in the context. You know, the Holy Spirit is in you because He wants you to become a witness, an influence. Hello? Are you ready to become an influencer? Are you ready to say to yourself, I am a light? You know, when you enter your campus, ayaw taon i-switch off ang imong light. Alright. Wala, kaya ka makita. Common na lang ka nga tao. No? There are so many simple gestures of becoming a light. One of that is sharing your life. Second is sharing your smile and being good with others. Right? When was the last time nahimo kang good sa uban? Just because you just want to be good. Dirita kay maka-benefit ani. Dirita nga na. Atong kanta ko ni Jen Johnson good na. Even with just a smile, they will feel the Father's love. Lahi magud ang smile ni magud. Anak magud ni magud, man duol deron, bantay ra ka. Just love. Kana nga message ba? Even in just a smile, you will feel the Father's love. Nabakay ginatawag na tuog ka ng pahiyom nga murag mugakus sa tanan mo tan-aw. Nabakay nga pahiyom. Ang pahiyom nga ang tanan matao munagan. Maningil na magugam mo na munagan sila. Si Judith o si Bill bisita. I pray tonight that all of us will have a sense of responsibility nga gitawag ko ni Lord to influence my generation. Whether they like it or not, katong musunod sa ako o dili, I will not be ashamed. I will not be hurt. No, ay kalain kung walay musunod sa imo. Kabalo mo kinsa ang pinaka-greatest and successful influencer from the beginning of time? Wrong. It's Abraham. No, not in the time of Jesus. In the time of the Old Testament, kabalo mo kinsa? The greatest influencer. It's Noah. Ha? Si Noah? Yep, he's the greatest influencer. He may not have succeeded in winning his neighbor, but he has succeeded in winning his family. That's the greatest prize of being a true influencer. You may have won many of your friends, pero wala pa nimo na win ang imong family, you're not an influencer. I say this to myself because I also have some families who's not yet serving the Lord. They know God, but they're not serving the Lord. He's the greatest. 120 years preaching, sharing the gospel. Ang iyang mga anak, wala nagduha-duha sa iyang gisulti. Ikaw, pag uli sa inyong balay, makagikan! No? Wala pa, abot pa lang nimo, nagduha-duha na ang imong parents. Pero si Noah, si Noah stood still in his decision to follow God no matter what happened. Even to the extent nga maski ang iyang pinaka-close ng mga friends, katong iyang gipangkuan, gipanghiraman og anong gipangpalitan og mga logs or unsa, did not follow him as long as his family was one. I know he is the greatest influencer. So ikaw, are you an influencer? I challenge you, start in your home. Start with your family. Balikon ako, dali ra kayo magpa-as if sa sulod sa inyong mga classmate. Pero sa sulod sa inyong balay na diha ang tinuod niya pag-influence. Mingo mo lisuda na kuya, lisod yun na kung di ka magtinarong. Your life should always manifest the goodness of God inside your house. Whether your friends or your family, I should say, whether your brothers, your siblings, your mother, your father does not believe you, that's fine. Stand with what you believe. Even if i-threat na ka, ikatop na ko ang imuhang alamans. Sige lang ma, love gihapon ta ka ma. Sa gawas ka matulog, love gihapon ta ka ma. May naguli sa balay, love gihapon ta ka ma. Nakuha ninyo ang inapasabot? Do not argue with them. You know what's the best, young people, kamo nga na mga ginikanan, uban pa mo sa inyong ginikanan diri sa, kung dagadabaw mo or one. Please, the best way to win the hearts of your parents, when they argue with you, when they scold you, keep your mouth shut. That's how you influence them. Are you listening with me, to me? Huh? The more nga tubag-tubago niyo, ingnon mo, si masimba mo, ang gyapon mo, tubag-tubag, ang gyapon. Kuha ninyo? They will always point at wrong things sa imo. Pag di ka mo tubag, sige lang, God, siya, tubag! No? Tubag ka. Uy, tubag-tubag ka! Anyway, libog yun natong ginikanan. Sa iluon na lang nato na sila. But again, just be quiet. And the best way is ingani. Guys, even if you knew that they are wrong with their accusations sa imo, just say sorry. Sorry, ma. Sorry, ma. You don't really have, sorry, ma, di na mausab. Ay, just say sorry lang. Ma, sorry. Muhilo mo na siya. Do not argue with him. If you really want to influence your parents, do not argue with them. Live a light. Live as a light inside your house. Matakag sa'yo. Mahugas kag plato. Manilhig ka. No? Kalato na po mo. Siligo na po mo balik. You know? Guys, you can influence your parents. Nakuha ninyo? Live the word. Live it inside your life. Magita nila kabaguhan sa imo. They would say, wow, tinuod yun ni ng kabaguhan. And all of a sudden you realize you have brought your parents to the church. Not just to the church, but to Christ because of you. Amen? Manindog na.